Hey, it's Jennifer from Quilting, Stitching, and Kitties. This is block 3 of our creativity project, and I've got a block for you today that is one of my absolute favorites. I'm sure a lot of you have probably already done it, but maybe you haven't thought about it for a while. It's called the friendship block, and it's very simple to do, but it can be so striking and it's very meaningful. So let me show you how to do it. So all you need for this block is 2 pieces of background and 2 pieces of your focus fabric, I'll call it, that are going to be the same size. You're going to be drawing a line from corner to corner on the lighter piece so that you can do half square triangles. Then you're going to need 4 squares of the background and 1 square of the focus fabric. Now, I'm making a 6-inch block, so my finished size of each individual square will be 2.5 inches. So it's 3 across and 3 down. If you're doing a different size block, then you can take the size of the block and divide it into thirds, and then add a 1/2 inch for seam allowance. So these squares are all 2.5 inches. These are 3 and these are 3. And yes, after I do the stitching, then I will need to trim them down. So I'm going to go ahead and put these together, right sides together. I'm going to stitch on both sides of the drawn line 1/4 inch. And I'm going to do that for those 2, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I have stitched on both sides 1/4 inch away of the line. Then I cut the block in half on the marked line, and then I flipped them over, pressed them really well towards the dark sides, and now I'm ready to trim. These are just going to be a little bit bigger, but it's better to be a little bit bigger than too small, and that's what happens to people a lot of the times. So I'm going to trim this to 2.5. So I use a square ruler and I line this left edge and the bottom on the square, and I put the diagonal line right exactly on the seam. So 2.5, 2.5, seam, the diagonal. Then all I have to do is trim those 2 sides. So I will show you again. If you don't have a square ruler, look on your ruler for a 45-degree angle. That's what you need. But square rulers really do make trimming easier. So I'm on the 2.5. I'm on the 2.5 mark, and my diagonal line is exactly on my seam line. And all I have to do is trim the edges. Oops, always those little corners. And I will get 2 really nice half square triangles. At this point, you can go ahead and trim your dog ears too. So do that to both of your blocks, and then I'll show you how to put together. Goes so fast. All right, I've done all the trimming, and now we're going to place the block together. So I have put the small backgrounds here and my center. Now I fussy cut my center, so I got a hummingbird directly in the center, so I thought it would look really nice. Then what you do is you place the first block like that, the second block like that, the third block like that, and the 4th block like that. And there is your friendship star. Now, you can also place it going the other direction. So in other words, you could turn and you could have it going this way. It doesn't matter. Just make sure that you do it consistently. And there, whoops, let's see, I just did that wrong. It's really easy to get messed up. I always I always have a diagram next to me so I can remember how to do it. So this is such a simple block, but it is just so, it's just great. I just love this block. And I've used it in different quilts, but I went hunting in my stash for a sample to show you, and I couldn't find one. So I must have given all of them away, because the Friendship Star is a good block to do that. So that is it for today. I hope you're enjoying these creativity blocks. And if you've got any blocks that you would like to see, or any suggestions or comments, please go ahead and put them in the comments below, and like and subscribe, of course. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again real soon. Keep on quilting. Take care.